We're going to do ABCs. A. You do it. Is it my turn? Come here, sit up. Come on. Let's sit nice. I know. Come on. Let's go. Ready? Let's sit nice and do it. You want to do ABCs? You do A.
B, E, F, G, H, I.
You're good. What comes next? What comes next? J, K. What's next? L. You say.
No.
No? Don't say L? How about we do the words? You want to do the words? How about the words?
W.
How about we do the words? How about we do the words? You want to do ant? No. What? You don't want to play? No playing? How about something else? You want to do a puzzle? What? Come here. Shut up. Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? All right.
Triangle.
You want to do the shapes first? Don't get mad. Come on, let's look. Should we do the puzzle? Should we do the puzzle? Look, it's the fire truck. It's the fire truck. Look. I know you're mad. Are you mad? Are you mad? Look. Does the baby get mad? Does the baby get mad? Look, here's the baby. Look, this baby. Look. Look, you look like this baby. No, baby? Sit up. Okay, let's see.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
I'm sad, too. I'm sad. Can I be sad?
Away.
Away? You want me to go away?
Away.
You want me to go away?
I'll go.
You want to go? We can't go yet. Look, we have to play. Oh, look, this baby's sad. Are you sad like the baby? Are you mad? Come here. Come here, let's play. Let's sit up here. Come on. Come on. Let's play. I know. Which one do we want? Want a book? Come. Look, how about take a chair. Relax. Stop. All right, you want to calm down?
I'll go.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Look, you want a book?
No.
No book? You say no book. No book. You want book? No?
No.
No book. No book. No book. How about puzzle?
No.
No puzzles? No toys? How about the train? Yes? You want the train? Yes? Yes? You want to do the train? You can do it. Can you say yes? Come on. Here we go. Let's see. Let's do the train. Okay, we'll take it apart. Can you help me? Where's the wheels? Those are the wheels. Here we go. Let's take it out. Okay, let's take all the pieces out. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Can you put it back? Can we put it back? Come on, you can do it. That's it. I know you can do this puzzle because you're good. What's that? Is that the stack? Don't get mad. It's okay. It's okay. No getting mad. What? You know what that's a blue piece. Right? And now you're going to do more. What do you want to do? Put in? Can you say, put in? Can you put in? Yes? Can I do it? Whose turn? My turn. Which one do you want me to do? Here we go. Let's see. This is the light. You want to do the light? Yes? Okay, you can do the light. You do it. And what about the wheel? The wheel? The wheel is round. And the stack? Stack. Can you put it in? Okay, come on. Let's put it in and relax. Okay? Here you go. see. That's nice. You're doing a nice job. It's the train. Yeah, come on. I'll help you. Can I help? Is that the stack? Oh, look, it's upside down. You got to turn it around. Come on. Up. How about the doll? Can the dolly do it? The dolly's sad too. Look at this sad dolly. Look, look, come on. Up. Look. I know. You can say hi. What? Look at the sad dolly. Does the sad dolly want to do a piece? Oh, look, say don't cry, dolly. Look. Up, other way. It's got to go the other way. Turn it around. There you go.
Oh, boy.
That's nice.
Good boy, Dan.
That's a nice piece. Okay.
You got it.
Shoo. Let's relax. Here we go.
Good job.
Can the dolly help? Whose turn is it? Is it Danny's turn? Can I do some? I want to do it. Can I do? Mommy do? Yes? I'll do it. Is it red? Red? Yes? Should I put in? Can I put in? Put in. There we go. And then the bell? What does the bell do? It goes ding ding. Is a bell? Yes? Okay, let's put it in. It's black. What else? How many wheels are there? Can you count them? Can you count them for me? 1, 2, 3. I know. Oh my gosh. 3 wheels. And that's a purple wheel. And a yellow wheel. And a green wheel. Last piece. Last piece. You want to put in? You want to do? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, you do it. Wow. Look at that. You did it. What do we say? Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray. Give me 5. I know.
These lights are
You
bothering
did a
me, huh?
good job. You did a good job. What else do you want to do? What else do you want to do? Do you want to... Look who's in here. Who's in here? Mickey? Oh, no. Not Mickey. How about Pooh? How about Pooh? So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to look at Pooh?
No.
No Pooh? No book?
No.
You done? You all done with that book? You all done with the puzzle? You have to sit. Come on. What do you want to do? Do you want to, how about, no, we're not going anywhere yet. I know. Away? I can't go away yet. Can I have a hug? No biting. Look at me. Look. Tell me what you want to do. Tell me what you want to do. Say, look. I love you. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Okay. Let's see what other toys there are.
Look at all
What do you
here,
want to
Dan.
play with? You can play with other stuff.
Want to see what's here?
All right, Daddy, take over. Go ahead.
Want to see
Sure.
what's here? What's Daddy have?
Daddy has the puppet.
Daddy has the wolf. The wolf's going to go in your shirt. The wolf's going to go in your shirt. You want to turn around and play with the wolf? What's the wolf say? Woo! Oh, Daddy's going to get you with the wolf. Daddy's going to get you. You going night-night? Well, here, if you're going to go night-night, here's a pillow. Hey, here's a pillow, Mr. Night-Night. Do you want to go night-night?
No.
Night-night. Go ahead, you do night-night. Oh, you're going to go on the couch? It's more comfortable? Come on. You want to do night-night with the wolf? You go night-night. Pretend go night-night. Wolf go night-night. Wolf go night-night. No? How about you pick one? Look, there's a creepy octopus. Oh, Where does that go? What else we got in here? You look. You want the wolf? Put your hand in the wolf. Oh. Aye. Is that what the wolf says? Aye. Aw, you don't have to cry. I told everybody how good you are. Make a liar out of me on television. What? What's the matter? Why are you upset? Can I have a kiss?
Are you mad?
Do you want? We got real tears.
Now let's work with him for the next few minutes. Let's try to work just on soothing and regulating. Let's see if we can get him to be a mommy. Instead of trying to get him to perform, which is understandable, let's get him to just be relaxed if we can by just being very playful. Pull him into more soothing kind of regulation, more sort of shared regulated attention, and a fuller engagement. Okay? So let's just be very sensitive to his mood. Yeah, be very sensitive to his mood and just try to soothe and regulate and help him calm down. Okay?
Calm
I'll try
down.
first. You want to calm down? You want to look around, see what everybody's here? These are all friends of mine. Yeah, they're all here to help. They're all here to help, so you can be nice and calm. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? You kiss me on the cheek. Oh, that's a good kiss. Can Mimi have a kiss? Can Mimi have a
Can
kiss?
you sit down?
Want to sit and relax?
Come on.
Does Mimi get kisses too?
Here we go. We're gonna relax, okay? Let's relax. Relax. Alright? It's alright. I know, you're tired. What did you do last night? You went swimming? Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
went
you like swimming.
In the pool? With Daddy? Did you go under the water? Yes? Oh, that was fun, right?
That was fun, right?
All right, you went
We're
swimming?
going to go swimming
All right.
when we're finished.
We're
Later,
gonna
we're
go
going to go.
Listen.
What's the matter?
Do you like to go swimming? Swimming, yes? Okay, in a little while we're going to go swimming. No head.
No head.
All right. Listen. Shh.
What?
Come here. Calm down. How about we do, you want me to do hugs? Hugs? Can I have a hug? I know. And kisses? I know. I love you. Yeah, I love you too. Can you tell me? Can we relax for a little while? Want to lay down on the pillow, go night-night with Mommy? No, night-night? What? Tell me what you want. You want to?
Go.
We can't go yet.
If he wants to go, find out what he wants to do.
Where do you want to
Try
go?
to follow his lead a little more.
Okay, where do you want to do?
Go.
Where do you want to go?
Want to go to the car? Car?
You want to go
wanna
to the car?
Go.
Can we go in a few minutes? Can we go like play first and then go to the car? Can I have 5? All right, 5's go. How about a low 5? How about a high 5 up here? How about a belly 5? You want to go to the car, right? You want to go to the car?
All right, come here.
You're not getting what you want.
I know. Tell me, do you want to go? Look at me. Look. What? Tell me what you want. Say, I want. Come here. Just relax. How about we sit? Sit down for a minute. I know. Come here. Can we sit? Sit. Thank you. How about we want to lay down? How about we lay down?
What's happening to you?
Come here. All right. I know. It's hard to be.
What did you
Yeah, it's
Remember going on
hard.
the train yesterday?
Did you go on the choo-choo?
Yes? Did you like the train?
You looked at... Yeah. All right. Dan. It's all right. We're going to go. We're going to go in a little while. Would you like to go back in the pool? Yeah, with Daddy. But we have to wait, okay? All right, we can wait a few minutes. There we go. That's nice. Is that my hair? That's nice. You're nice to Mom. You want to sing a song with me? Please?
No.
No songs? Mommy can't sing anyway, right? Mommy can't sing. You want to sing?
I'll go.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
I'll go.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Want to do your letters?
Yeah, you
I
like
saw
the
you.
letters.
I saw you looking at that out there.
The letters are fun, right,
We'll
Dan?
take all our letters out.
Is that the R and the
Okay.
Q?
Okay, let's have Mommy just continue. Okay, we'll have Daddy just rest for a few minutes, and then we'll have Daddy take over again.
And that's the B and the C. We're going to take them all out. Can I help take it out? Can I do it too? Can I do? Mommy does it. Ready? J, L, here. V, W. Look, W. Yeah. What's this? X? Yeah. There we go. Now you want to put them back in? What's that? M. Right, that's the M. And the B? Like baby? B is for baby, right? What's that? E? E for I? I, right. Can you tell me? What's that? S. Like a snake. Snake. Is there any snakes in here, you think? What's that? A G? Yeah. G for goat. And X. X. Can you say X? Yeah, that's an X. Can you push in? Oh, look at that. And what about that? A V. V. You say. Can you say V? V. How about A? A? A is for apple. Sorry. J. 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 You say. What's this? All right. How about W? D. Double. U. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is that grass? W. Let's see. D. D for dog. You have a doggy? Yeah. R. 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 My turn. Can I put in? In? Yes? Please? Okay. Here we go. Push. You push. Push together.
See, Mommy, let him decide who's going to do it. So instead of saying
Okay.
my turn, your turn, which gets into just a kind of more of a rigid pattern, hold it up and say, my turn or your turn?
Okay.
Who's going to do it? Then he could say, me, and I'll do it. And if he chooses himself all the time, that's fine too, but then he's doing a little more thinking, as
Okay.
opposed to just going along with whether you do it or he does it.
Who's
See,
going to do? Is that a Z? Z? Who's going to do it? Me or you? You say. Who's going to do it? Me? Mommy?
He said me, he said me, he said me.
Okay.
He said me. He said me.
There
That's
you
great,
go.
that's great. You see, he made a choice.
Okay.
That was
And
terrific.
the N? Is that the N? N? Yes? Okay. Mommy or Danny? Me? Okay.
Good, good. You see, that was terrific. See, he's now, he's using gestures, using words, interacting. So first we soothed him to help him get calm and regulated. And now we build interaction. But interaction where he's doing some thinking.
I.
That's the key.
You want to do it? I is for ice. You like ice? You eat? Okay, who's going to put it in? You to put it in? Say Mommy put in or Danny put in? Me? Okay, you do.
See, the more interactions you get in negotiating, the better. But then the more gesturing and the more use of words. And right now, he's not entirely clear on what the me refers to.
Right.
So by using his name and your name, you know, and then the me and you, he'll get that.
C. That's a C. Like for cookie. K. Right? And that's a F. Like fish. Right. You're going to put in. Right, that's where it goes. You want Danny do it or Mommy do it? Oops. Danny do it or Mommy? Me? Okay. You do it. That's good. And what's next? Q.
Okay, now let's make it a little more complicated this time. This time you're going to say, where is the Q? I'm going to hide it in both my hands.
Okay.
Which hand? You got to guess where it is.
Let's see. You want to put the Q in? Where does the Q go? Right
Okay, well, hide
there.
it in your hand and he has to
Okay,
guess which
let's
hand
see.
it is.
Which hand? Want it?
Where
is it?
Where is it? Where is
Where's
it?
the Q?
Where?
Right.
Oh,
Open.
Oh,
Good job.
Good boy. All right, so
Put
now
the
he's
Q
guessing.
in.
And he said open too, right?
Okay,
That's
let's see. What's the H? Where's your H? Is for head. Right. You want to put the H in?
Sure.
H, right.
Hide it
Okay,
again.
let's see.
He's got to say open hand. I say open hand.
Where? Which hand?
Open hand.
Open. Oh.
Open hand.
Open.
Abba.
Open my hand. Yes.
Okay, great. Take it out.
Which one is it? Take it. You do.
Take it. Take
You
it.
do it. Open.
Abba.
Is it this one? No.
Which
How
one?
about this one?
Yeah, take it. Take it.
Take it.
Take it.
You do it. Good.
Oh, good boy.
Good job. That's a H.
Now you see how many nice interactions we got there? We got 6 or 7 circles just around the puzzle game with words and gestures.
U.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the U. Where does the U go? Right. It goes right there. You want to put it in?
No.
You want to put the U in? Yeah, you see the T over there, right?
No,
Put the U in? Yes?
U is
Okay.
going on top of my head, but the U is on my top of my head.
Where's the
Oh,
U?
It flew
Where's
on
the
my
U?
head.
Watch out, here it goes. Where it goes? Look,
here.
look, look. Up.
You got to
Okay.
get it. You got to get it.
Can
from
you
where?
get it?
Where is it?
From my
Head. Can you get it?
head. Yeah, you get it.
can you
get
get
the
the U?
U? You get it. Look,
Can you get it?
you get it.
Get it. Get it.
Get up.
Help me get it off my head.
Get it up. Come on up. Get the U.
Oh!
Good job. Put the U in.
Okay, so now,
U in.
oh boy, isn't that terrific?
That's nice. And what's left? What is that? What letter is it? T.
What is that? A T? What do we use T? What's your daddy do with the T? Daddy's gonna put T where?
In his shirt. In his shirt.
In his-
Oh!
Where'd the T go?
I go.
Daddy have it?
Do.
Daddy does. You wanna get it?
I go.
Well, go get it. It's in my pocket. Oh,
Oh,
I got a
with the
leaf in my pocket.
too. You don't
So
want the
let's keep an
leaf.
extra leaf in my pocket.
There we go.
All right.
You did it.
Wow.
All right.
How about Daddy?
Wow.
Did I
Over
get
here.
5s on the T?
That's terrific.
You're the man. Can I have a kiss?
Ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Good job.
Can you? Okay. Where are you going?
You taking a walk?
I go.
Not yet. We're not done playing.
Right.
Oh. Where do you want to go?
Go.
Where do
Well,
you want to go?
Where?
But where
What
do you
are you
want to
gonna
go?
You want
I
Daddy
wanna
get up?
Up.
Daddy get up?
Up or
I'll
sit?
get up.
Up.
Right
Up.
now,
Up or
please.
Please.
Daddy.
Yeah.
So I'll get up, but I
Wait,
can't
wait,
sit
wait, wait, wait.
all
I
the
need
way
help.
up.
I need help.
Oh,
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
can't
wait.
get
You
up.
gotta help. You gotta help.
You gonna help me
Will
up?
you pull my hand?
Pull me up.
Will you pull? Pull?
Pull harder than that. Daddy's a big guy.
I can't do it. Pull me up, please.
What are you gonna do?
Pull me
Oh,
up.
you're gonna help me from? Oh, you want to get on me?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to
push?
get on?
Push, Daddy. Push.
Push.
All right, let Daddy
Oh,
take over. Let Daddy take over.
you
Okay,
pushed
Daddy,
me
take over.
down. You pushed me down. You want to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride on Daddy?
You gotta pick me up.
You gotta pick me up. You want help?
I need help.
What are
Pick
you
me up.
doing? What are you doing? Huh?
Pick me up.
There's toys here. There's toys here. Yeah. There's lots of stuff you want to explore. You want to see what's in. You want to go? Go where? You want to go for a walk?
I'll go.
You want to go out?
I'll go.
We're not going to go out this second.
You want to
Wanna-
go out or
You
stay in?
want Daddy to go out or Danny? Danny or Daddy? Oh. You don't know where you're going. You're going to see Mimi?
Me.
Let's see if we can't find something in here that you might like. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is that? What is that? That is a big-eyed frog. Blub, 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 blub. Blub, blub. You want to do it?
I
You do? Put your hand in.
No.
Go ahead. No big-eyed frog?
Oh, try something else.
Try something
Daddy.
else.
Try something else.
How about the octopus on Danny's head? You got an octopus.
Mr.
Put it on Daddy's
Octopus.
head.
Oh,
Put it on Daddy's head? How about Daddy puts it
Mr.
on his
Octopus
head?
says, "Oh, I'm
Look.
going on my head."
Daddy has octopus on his head.
Ah.
You want off?
Oh,
Now where are you going to put the octopus? Put it on Mimi's head.
Put on my
Put it on
head.
Mimi's head.
Where's my head?
There you go.
Ew.
There you
What
go.
about Daddy's head?
Can a shark?
Mr.
play
Shark is
with the
going to be on
octopus?
Daddy's head. Mr. Shark is going on
Mr.
Daddy's
Shark's
head.
on Daddy's head.
Uh-oh.
Look,
Please. Mr. Shark
Daddy
is...
can't get up because the shark is on his head,
Take
Dan.
me off, please.
I
Take me
can't
off.
go. I gotta go,
Take
but
me
the
off.
shark's on my head.
Take me off.
What am I gonna
Take me
do?
off. Oh.
Thank you. Now, what do I get? The shark or the octopus? Can I have one? Can I have a shark or an octopus? You have an octopus and a shark. Which one could Daddy have? Give me one. Please, give me one. Can I have one? The shark. Then give Mommy the octopus. Yay! Thank you. Now the shark is gonna go.
No? Potty? All right. Well, let's take
You
a...
have to go potty?
Potty.
Yes?
Okay, let's take a break, and we'll have Serena do some
Okay.
coaching. Okay.
Go to
that'd be
Roxy.
Great. All right, let's take a little
Take
break.
him down to potty.
Sorry.
No, it's
Pulling his pants
that's perfectly fine.
Can you put the E in? Here we go. I'm gonna do it. E. And what's this? T. Danny do it or Mommy do it? Who does it? Who do you want to do it? Oh, you want the D? D. Okay, put in. I'll put some in. Here we go. W. And what? You want the W? Where is it? In my hand? You want to take it? Oh. Open. You open. Daddy open. The W. And the X. Yeah, good saying X. Let's see. What, babe? It's okay. You want to do the letters? We don't have to do the letters. You want to stop? Or you want to do the letters? That's the H. Or the, is it the H? Can't see. It's the N. That's the N. It's not the H. That's the N.
Try over
Where's the
here.
N?
You're determined to make that N work.
Watch. The N. Look. Goes in here. You do it. N. N. Mm. And then let's see. The F. Fish. Does a fish swim in the pool? Look, see the pool? Does a fish go swimming? Do you want to put the F in? Hooray.
Yay.
Here, F. Fish.
Good boy.
Can you take it out? Or should I give it to Daddy? Should I give it to Daddy? Should I give it to Daddy? Or to Danny? To Daddy? Or to Danny? Danny? Say me. Okay. I know, it's exciting to do the letters. Yeah, Mommy's going to help. Okay?
And one thing we could try is turn it into a little bit of a search.
Okay.
So he was searching on you first. We always want to use you first. And then see, I liked what you did trying to get the attention to different places. So you could put some letters in the pool or in the car, right nearby. And let's see, or the train, and let's see where they go. Oh.
Is that the U?
Right, keep up the conversation
That's
about
the
it.
U.
And see, where is it? Yeah.
That's the U.
Is there an I in the pool?
Where's the I?
Is there an I in the
Where's
pool?
the I?
Who was in the pool yesterday? Danny?
You get the
You want the
I.
I? You want the I? The I's in the pool. Who was on the train yesterday? Was we have an R? Was Roxy on the train with you? You want the R? Roxy was on the train with you. Go ahead, get Roxy out of the train.
Come on, get the R.
Get the R, Dan.
Hi.
Yeah, whoa, wait a minute.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah, somebody different.
Where you going?
Hi.
Are you taking a nap? big silly. He's a big silly.
Yeah. Is this the tickle boy? Is this
Oh,
the tickle boy?
yeah. Big tickle boy. Who's happy? No pinching. That's us. Kisses, kisses. Mwah. 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 Kiss me. Yeah. Can I tickle you? Can I tickle you? Do you want to do the letters or are you done? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. We know you can do it because you're a big boy. Right? Because you're a big boy. Here we go.
Hey, Roxy's on the train. Watch.
And I just wait.
Okay.
That would only
Daniel.
become meaningful
Daniel,
when
Daniel.
it relates to his intent, okay?
Ready? Ups.
Now
And
let's
down.
just go more with...
Up. Or down. Should we go up? You want to 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 go up? Or you want to get down? Tell me. No head. Thank you. What? Yeah. Be nice. Tell me something. Can I eat you? Can I eat? Come on. Come on. No hiding. Come out here. Come out here. You're so silly. You're so silly. Come here. Can you clap? Can you clap? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Can you clap? Let me see you clap. Come on. Come over here. I'm gonna get you. Come on. Let's play. Uh-oh. No play? What do you want to do?
Now try to just pursue his intent.
Yeah.
You know, chase it.
You wanna go
after his
night-night?
tickles, find out where.
You want to go night-night?
Baby go night-night.
You go night-night?
Baby go night-night.
Go. Can you go? Can you go?
Daddy, there's a blanket underneath the baby there. Underneath, there's a little blanket.
Oh, look. You were doing a bottle.
You got a baba? You got a baba and you want a blanket?
You want to go night-night?
There's a blanket on you?
Oh, look at that.
Go night-night.
You're going to go night-night? Oh, night-night with the baby.
Oh, look at the baby go night-night.
the baby wants the bottle.
That was good.
That's nice.
It's nice to be
Now
nice
go
to
into
the
your
baby.
nighttime ritual, the things that he's familiar with.
No.
Okay.
What would you do at night? Do the
You're
same.
going to go night-night?
Okay, let me
You're going to rest?
do what you do at night. Mommy, lay down with him.
Move over, everybody.
Can I come?
Mommy's going to go
Can I
night-night
lay
with
down
you.
with you?
Daddy's going to his room.
Can we go night-night? You're going to go night-night? You want the bottle? You want the bottle?
Oh, the baby get the bottle.
Should the baby have the bottle or Danny have the bottle? Huh? You like to, are you tired? Can you snore? Can you go? Can you do it? Let me hear you go night-night. You're being silly.
Here's a pillow.
Oh, no.
No.
Here we go. Right behind the cat. There we go. I'm going to tickle you. How about I tickle you? How about I tickle you? I'm going to tickle you. Can you tickle the baby? Tickle, 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 tickle. I'm going to tickle you. Are you happy? Are you happy? Come on, you happy boy. Are you happy? Are you happy? Let me see. I got your toe. I got your toe. And now what? And now your leg. Can you say leg? How about your arm? Can I tickle your arm? Come on. Can you tickle my arm? Go tickle, tickle, tickle. Can you tickle me?
Me?
Tickle. Should I tickle you? Yes? Okay, I'll tickle you. Okay, I'll tickle you. Okay. Should I do it again? Should I do it again? 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 Should I tickle you again? Should I tickle your nose? Nose? Tickle your nose?
Keep giving him choices. Yeah.
Okay. Should I tickle your belly or your head? Head? Tickle, 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 tickle. And should I tickle your, should I tickle your arm or your leg? Arm? Arm? Tickle, 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 tickle. And should I tickle your belly or your foot? Foot? Tickle, 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 tickle. And what about, should I tickle your cheeks or your belly? Should I tickle your cheeks or your belly? Which one? What? Look at me. Should I tickle? Should I tickle like? Look. Should I tickle again? Yes or no? No tickle? Or more? Yes? Is that your foot? Are we done tickling? Or you want more? Are we done? Are you gonna go night-night? Can I go night-night too? Can I go night-night? Or you wanna come down? All right. We take a break from tickling? Should we take a break? Should we stop? Are we done? You done? Okay, that's nice. You're gonna go night-night with the baby? Okay.
You going night-night?
No pinching. You wanna, be nice to the baby.
You gotta feed the baby.
How about the baby? Does the baby want the bottle again?
Who wants the bottle?
Who wants the bottle?
The baby?
Danny
You want the
wa-
bottle.
Oh.
Feed the baby.
Can I have the bottle? Mommy have the bottle? I need the bottle. Oh, the baby wants the bottle. Okay. Does baby
What about
get
Daddy?
the
Can
bottle?
Daddy have the bottle?
Can Daddy have the bottle?
Can Daddy have the bottle?
Can you go night? Can you hold the baby and feed nice? Oh, that's nice. Give the baby a kiss. Can you kiss the baby? Don't bite the baby.
Don't bite the baby.
Nice.
Don't bite
That's not nice to bite the baby. You gotta give kisses to the baby.
Silly goose.
Can you give kisses? Can you go? Can I give the baby a kiss? Look, should Danny give the kiss or should Mommy give a kiss?
And let's try to move his kind of,
Here we go.
little avoidance into a more of a familiar
Okay, ready?
kind of gait.
Ready? Come here. Where's Mommy? Where's Mommy? Where's
I see.
Mommy? Peekaboo!
Sorry, yeah.
Peekaboo! Can you do it? Where's Danny? Where's Danny? Where's Danny? Can you hide? How about the baby? Can the baby
Can the
play?
baby play?
Oh, yeah,
you know what
you're
the
killing
baby-
me.
No.
No, nobody wants to play?
Nobody wants to do peekaboo.
Okay,
How about the
bye-bye.
baby going swimming?
Can the baby go swimming? Yeah, you like
Yeah.
swimming.
Here, while you keep, let's bring it to the floor. Now, why don't
Come on.
we could try to woo him into it and maybe bring out some little babies from the box. And then
Yeah, I
we
do.
can try.
I have
And
them.
call it Danny and people he
Here we go.
likes. Swimming.
Look at
Danny
this
loves
bottle.
to go swimming.
You want that bottle?
Oh, good. Okay, now we're going to turn this into a problem solving.
What do we have to do? What do you want me to do? Open? Open? What is this, a bottle? What do I have to do? Can you help me? Can you turn? Turn? Turn the bottle? So what, we can open? Oh, I can't do it. You need to do it. Turn. Come on, turn. You can do it. Turn. Oh. Should I turn? Mommy or Danny? You do. You turn. Oh, I can't turn either. Oh, it's hard. Should we ask Daddy or Danny? Danny's gonna turn? You're gonna open? Open the bottle? Oh.
Is it too tight?
Ooh, it's tight.
Tight.
It's so tight. Can you do it? You try. Turn. Try.
Tight.
Turn. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. I can turn. You want a drink? You want a drink? The water? Should I open? Ooh, please. Thank you for saying please. That's very nice. Uh-oh. Oh, should I take it off? Yes? Can you drink?
Sure.
Okay. You want a drink? Yes? Oh my goodness. I'm thirsty. Can Mommy have some too? I'll have some? Or Mommy or Danny? Mimi? Okay. You want a sip? You want a drink? The water? Okay. Okay. Thank you for the drink. Oh, and who's this? Who is that? Who is it? You gonna eat the honey? Can Pooh have a drink? You're not going to share? Can you share the drink with Pooh? Look, Pooh's thirsty too. Pooh's very thirsty. We're going to put this back on.
Abba.
Oh, you want me to open?
Abba.
Oh, I don't know if I can open it again. Open the bottle. Can you give some to Pooh? Give some to Pooh. Pooh's thirsty. Oh, is Danny thirsty or is Mommy thirsty? Look here. Pooh wants some. Can Pooh have some juice? Can Pooh have some? Look at Pooh. He's drinking. What has he got, a honey pot? No, you don't eat that. You don't eat that. That's what Pooh eats. There we go.
Okay, now try to move it along.
Okay.
Pooh is sticky, or Pooh wants to wash off, or
Okay.
let's
Look.
see. Or ask him if he wants to drink more. Then he can open it again.
Do you want to
But
drink more?
you want to move it along now to see if we can shift him a little more closely. Oh, Danny,
Do you want
ask
juice?
him for help.
Do you want
Right.
juice? Do you want some more juice? You want me to open the bottle? Yeah? Well, come down
Now-
here.
Right. Move him down
Come
again.
on. You want the
And
bottle?
Make it a little easier so that we
Yeah.
can move into the next step.
Okay. Come here. You want to open?
George's gonna open.
Yeah, right.
Come on. Here.
Who's that, George?
You want juice? Here. You open. Come down
Okay,
here.
and let's see if we can shift it. He can, make it a little easier.
Come on. Here we go. Let's go up. The phone. Is that the phone? And the tape. Come on. You want some water? Want some juice? I know you like it. I know you like it. Wee, wee, wee. Wee, wee, wee. Look. Let's see. Let's see what we
I'll
got.
hand him the bottle again.
Here we go,
Here,
look.
honey.
Here.
Here
You
you go.
want-
Just hand it to him.
You did it.
Did it.
Ah,
Can George have a drink? Can
and
George
leave-
have a
and you
drink?
can leave it open. So.
George needs water in the pool.
Is he gonna?
He's gonna go.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
try.
He's gonna go
he's
swimming in the
diving.
bottle?
Put some water in the pool.
You thirsty?
We need water in our pool, Dan. You want me to show you how?
You
We'll put a little
thirsty?
water in the pool.
Oh, look at that, Dan.
Now George
Can
going.
you go swimming?
George go in pool.
Swimming.
Can George go
Right.
swimming?
Nice,
You
Dan,
put-
swimming.
It's okay. Good boy, Caitlin.
Oh, no
Oh,
swimming.
no swimming?
Oh.
Come on.
Need a little more water in there.
Come here, come here. Want to go swimming? Come on, George is going to go swimming.
You want to take George swimming? Ready?
Here, maybe Danny wants to go to swim.
Ready, set.
Is he
Where's-
wet?
Here's Danny. Does Danny want to go swimming? Danny swim?
Splash. Give him some
How
more
about
water.
Mimi? Mimi? Is that Mimi? Mimi swim? She with me in the pool? Okay, we got Mimi in the
Yeah,
pool.
she goes swimming. Come here, look. Let's see what else. Uh-oh. Come on. Come here. Hiding. Are you hiding? Are you playing peekaboo with me? Let's play peekaboo with the blanket, not in the couch.
Hey, here's Roxy. What's Roxy? Want to go in the pool?
Yeah,
Roxy
Pour
go
some
swimming?
more water in to make
Want more water? We'll make it.
Give him the bottle.
Give the bottle, pour more water in the pool.
First, you're
Oh,
gonna
you're
drink it.
thirsty.
Put more-
Always
put more water in the
Can
pool.
you put it in the pool? Put some water in the pool.
Take your water.
Come on.
And
the pool.
There you go. Put water in the pool. Now they're all swimming. How about Lala? Can Lala go in the pool? Well, we better get George out because he takes up too much room. Where's
He's
George
gonna
go?
go swimming.
George goes in swimming too? The bottle doesn't go swimming.
That's silly. That's silly.
Okay, now let's try. Oh, pool's open. Pool's open.
Pool's open.
Pool's
bell?
open. Hand him back the figures just to encourage him to.
Pool's
go
open.
in.
Here we go.
Pool's open.
Pool's open. Who's going swimming? Who's going swimming?
Oh,
Wait a minute, I didn't finish my puzzle.
do we need some more letters for your puzzle? Here we go. Need some more?
There's lots of letters, right? We can do it from the middle. We don't have to take them. Oh, where you going?
Here's the. Oh,
Where you going?
Danny,
Come
where
here.
you going?
You showing
Where
off?
you going? Want to do the shapes? You like the shapes, right? Is he too far up?
Yeah, yes, those are for
No,
you.
just too far.
Yeah, those are yours.
Okay, let's see if you can do a little
Gonna
game out of this.
Pull him toward us a little and swing him around.
All right. Oh. Here we go. Come on, turn this way. Over here. You can do them.
You can do your shop puzzles. There you go.
There we go. Let's do the shapes. Shapes. Is that a triangle? You're looking, good looking for the shapes. And the, what's this? Oval? Oh, oval. Push. You gotta push. Push it in. Good job.
So now you get a hold of the pieces that he has and try to make
Right.
some mistakes. Just try to get it a little bit more complex.
Okay. Let's see. We got the circle. Circle? Who's gonna put it in? That's the circle. Should Mommy put it in or Danny put it in? Say me or Mommy. Is that the circle? Yes? What is the circle? Can you find the circle? There we go. And what else? What other shapes are there? What other shapes are there? Is there a star? Where's the star? Is the star on Danny's head? Where's your head? It's up on your head. It's up on your head. You know where stars are? Where are they? Up in the sky? Can you put the star? Who's silly? Who's silly? No biting.
Drag him back in the frame.
Come on. Come on. Oops-a-daisy. Let's do the shape some more, okay?
Okay, now ask him what he wants to do.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Ask him first.
What do you want to do? Do you like the shapes?
And let's see if we could create a few more problems around the shapes. Okay, so give him two. Let's tie some up so he'd have to pull it open. Or we could put them into something he can,
Take it out.
find or take it out of, and then let him have some
we
more
go.
practice with
All
this.
right.
Because he's done this many times, so we want to just shift it. Or we could send a shape to him in the car. Here.
What happened?
Take it apart.
What happened? Wow, good job. You took it apart. Now you're going to put it in?
Oh, this is the shape this is the other one. It's in the car.
Okay, we'll use it. We'll send it as a messenger. Here it
Here
comes.
it
The car
comes.
will bring him something good.
Here
Let's
comes
see
your
if we can
shape.
ask him
Oh.
when it should go next time.
Where'd it
Okay,
go?
get
Okay.
another one. That was good. Let's do this a few times so he sees this as a vehicle bringing him
Here
something.
comes your shape.
Here's your shape.
Ready? Ready? Set. Ready?
Look at the
In the car.
car.
Ready? Set. You say go, and I'll bring you the shape.
Come on.
You want your
Here
shape?
it comes. Over the hill. Over.
Over at the end. Coming up.
Over the hill.
Up, and
I got a shape delivery coming. I got a shape delivery coming for a little guy named Dan. Whoa! There's a shape in there. You want your shape? You gonna put it in? Here you go.
you could do it.
Come on. You're not going anywhere. You're sneaky, trying to leave.
Nice escape.
Okay, so the idea would be he's worked very hard, and as you've told us, this is like recent things he's learned to do. We want him to feel very successful and just keep it interactive the way you've done.
Come on.
Then
you
to
do.
take this and to bridge it to some, more complex ways of playing with the shapes or getting to the object or to make other toys more meaningful, we would try to kind of bring them together in some way if they're meaningful to him.
Right. No
So-
mouth. Put in. Put in.
Come on.
Where you
You
going?
want to do it? You do. Here you go.
Do it on your.
Come on. You do it. Sit up. Come on. You can do it. I know you can.
Okay, now if he's all done, you could, let him refuse if he doesn't want to do it anymore, rather
No
than
more?
just pull away in this more indirect way.
Are you
Let's
done?
try.
Are you done? Are you done? Okay. Thank you. Okay. You can be done. You're
Yeah.
done.
Right,
You're
and-
done.
And we can let him make the next choice.
Okay. Now what?
Are you going to bang? Are you going to bang?
Can we bang? Can you bang? How about Tigger? Can Tigger bang? Bang, 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 bang. Come here. Where are you going? There you're going. This way. Over here. Come on. Up.
Come back in the corner.
Here, how about we start all the way back here.
Okay.
Sit down. Let's see. Do you want to bang again? Oh, I shouldn't have put you on the couch. What do you want to do?
You go
You
night-night?
going to go night-night?
Want to read a book before you go night-night?
Want to read a book?
Oh, there you
that's
go.
your favorite book,
It's your night-night
right?
book. Want Mommy to read you a story? You want Daddy to read you a story?
You're going to sit up? Can I sit with you? Can I sit with you? And look at the book? Come here. Let's sit and look at the book. Okay. Who's in that book? Oh, you're going to go night-night? Who's in the book? Oh, who's that? Snow White? Do you want to... Oh, what does she have here? Look, she has an apple.
Apple.
Right, there's an apple. You think she's going to eat it? I don't know. I don't want her to eat it. She might go to sleep. So tired. And who's this?
Lazy.
Who's this? Who's that? Pinocchio? Right, Pinocchio. And Jiminy? Yeah. Who's up here? See the whale?
Okay, now he's going to turn the pages very rapidly,
Sometimes he does.
and sometimes he'll look. Okay,
Yeah.
so try to ask him if he wants to go faster or if he wants to look.
You want to look or you want to go fast? Go. You say go. You want to go?
I go.
Okay. You go fast. Fast. Hurry, 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 hurry. Go faster. Hurry, 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 hurry. Go faster. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh my gosh. Hurry, hurry. Okay. Should we take a break? Should we stop?
Slow.
Should we go slow?
Yeah.
Slow. Nice and slow.
And now you can go back to looking at something more slowly.
Oh, look who's that? Captain Hook? What are these? Oh, are these the dogs? What does the doggy say? Woof. Doggy says woof woof. Is that lady? Okay. You want to go fast? Okay. Hurry, hurry. You got to go fast then. Hurry. You got to go hurry, hurry, hurry. And there's Sleeping Beauty. You want to look at Sleeping Beauty? She's pretty, right? She's pretty. And oh, are they having a fight? They having a fight?
Now talk to the picture. Try to use it as if it's, a story. If he starts to look at something more closely. Okay.
What are they doing? They're looking inside the castle. See the dog? What is he doing? He's sniffing? What smells in there? Is he looking? Oh, he's looking for the bad guys. He's looking for the bad guys. He wants to go help his friends. Right? And then what's next? Jungle Book? Oh, look, they love each other. They're giving each other kisses. Can you give the doggy a kiss? Can you give the doggy a kiss? Give it a kiss. Oh, that's nice. Can you give me a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? No kisses from Mommy? No? You want to look at Mowgli? Oh, look at that. See the elephant? Yeah.
Okay, now let's try some other things. Cover the picture, see if he'll take your hand off. When there's a picture here or a story that he's familiar with.
Who's that? Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's under there? Who's there? Mickey? Mickey?
Make it.
Should I lift? Oh, where's Mickey?
Make it.
Mickey!
Make it.
Should I take it off? My hand? Okay, off.
Who is
There's Mickey. Who is that? Look. Who is it?
Me.
Mickey.
Make it.
Mickey's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Mickey's a nice guy. He's gonna help. He's gonna help.
Try that again. If he's familiar with the picture, you can cover it up.
Okay.
And again, try to get to...
Are they gonna eat? Oh, they're gonna eat dinner. Can you help Mickey eat dinner? Should I take it off? Yes? Okay. Whoa. They're gonna eat. Can you help them eat? Go. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, not a kiss. I want to eat. Oh, and who's there? Mickey
Make it.
and the duck.
I got.
Duck.
I got.
Duck. And what does
Now
the duck?
talk to the duck. Right.
What does the duck say?
What are you doing?
Quack quack. Oh, and is the duck mad at Mickey? He's mad at Mickey. Oh, poor Mickey. Okay.
Okay, so the other issue would be how we can use the book in a more interactive way. So we cover up, you can use with your hand. You could talk to the figures in the book where he doesn't have to do all the manipulation that are hard, you know, as if they're figures and characters, because he will bring his own gestures to it and bring a little bit
You gonna
more
go fast?
problem solving to it.
Oh, is that Ariel? Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay.
That's.
Now go back into the faster.
You're gonna go fast. You're gonna go. Uh-oh. I see somebody you like. Who's that? Who's that? Is that the beast? Yeah, the beast. What does the beast say? Roar! Oh no, beast! Don't hurt Belle. Belle's good.
Now,
Belle's nice.
If Danny's familiar with all these movies and he's watched
Yeah.
these tapes, another way to woo him into the symbolic might be to bring these characters out. If you look behind the Cookie Monster, there's a box of some Disney characters. And see if we could then try to build some bridges to play with some of these features. I don't know, there's a Snow White there he might like, or...
Is there any Aladdin?
Yes, there's Aladdin in there. And then we could try to...
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, look, who's that?
Just to bring it, because then if he can borrow some of the ideas and the pictures, let's see if we can move him into the symbolic that way. Yeah.
Is that Jafar? Oh, okay, Jeff, we're up to the Lion King, so give me Simba.
Yeah, there's some
Simba's
Lion
there.
King toys in there. Right.
Ooh,
Look who's coming.
Look who's coming. Look at all these.
And where's Simba?
There's Simba.
Here.
Yeah, look. Look, it's Simba. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Is that Simba? Look, can you help him? Help him
Great.
climb. Oh, who's that? And there's Scar. Look, Scar, he's bad. Roar. Is he there? Look. Is he gonna talk to Mufasa? Roar. They're gonna fight. Roar. Can you fight? Can you fight? Can you fight with me? Fight. Yeah, let's fight. Can they fight? Ready? Fight. Roar. And look, here's Pumbaa and Timon. Look, here's Pumbaa and Timon.
Simba.
And Simba. You want me to turn the page?
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Should we turn the page?
You hold.
Yes? Turn? Okay. Turn the page. What's next? Who's next? Is it Rafiki? What's next? Do you want help? Oh no, it's Scar! Scar, don't fall! Scar fell. Oh, and there's Rafiki. There's Rafiki. Right, Rafiki. Good job saying Rafiki.
Can I say, try to end that story. Say, have him say goodbye to all the figures.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna say
Look,
bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Rafiki. Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye. And bye-bye, Pumbaa. Bye-bye, Pumbaa. Okay, and bye-bye. Bye-bye, Timon. Can you give him a kiss? Okay. And what about Simba?
Okay, ask if you want Simba to stay or to go.
Do you want Simba to stay or go? Go.
Oh.
Go.
Give to Daddy.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Simba. Bye-bye, Simba. What do you want to look at? All right, relax.
No, we can finish the book. Ask him, go back into his intent. Does he want to
You want
finish?
the book? You want the book?
Okay, let's finish the
Okay.
book and then maybe he'll explore the others. All right, he's going to turn the pages faster.
You gotta go fast again. Fast. Fast. Hurry. Hurry. Is that Quasimodo? Oh, hurry, hurry. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. No?
So at some, you may find that if we can bring some of his main interests into this and these figures are around, he may try to use his
Is that Hercules?
visual memory of these pictures that he knows so clearly and then use that to perhaps move into some of his own little actions. But in the interim, he could just find them, put them away where you're just part of you know, offering or not
Facilitating it.
offering, right. And as he finishes the book, he may explore this some more. But what we're going to be looking for is trying to make this a little bit more meaningful to him. So if he can't go to the pool right then, he might jump into the pool. Or if he wants to go, we could bring out the car and see if he'll go that way. But until they become, you know, meaningful, that this is something that represents his wish or his intent, he won't use it. And what you want to do is you want to give him some pretend forms of what he wants when he wants it. Yeah.
Are you done?
Rather than
Okay, done with the
realistic
book?
form.
Yes, you want to start bridging a little bit. So, because if he can make this more meaningful, he'll be able to, you
So he
know,
wants
play
to
a
go to the
little
pool,
bit
he
more.
brings out his bathing suit.
Right,
So-
and the same thing would be that you would sit together and have his pool bag, and you could have a lot of interactions and use some
Here we
visual
go, come
support
on.
of what he needs to get ready to go to the pool. Okay, so you do it both verbally and realistically in some organized form.
You're hiding?
Yeah.
Are you hiding?
You want Rafiki to go swimming?
You're hiding? You gonna go night-night? Should we go night-night again?
Look, Dan, Rafiki's by the pool. I think he's the new lifeguard.
What do you
want to
do? What do you want to do? You want to rest? You sleepy now?
Right, so what we don't want, you know, we have to be engaged with him. The most important thing you're going to do is always re-engage, reconnect. You're his favorite toy. You're the one who's going to be playing with him.
Hi.
But as we find opportunities to show him when he can't have something in a real way, he could still act it out. The bridge of puppets will also be nice for him because the puppet is kind of the next step, you know, as close to being real because it's still acting. Okay, honey, you're going back to sleep.
You're gonna go night-night? Gonna go sleep? I'm gonna go to sleep over here.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
be
go
his
to sleep over
blanket,
here.
Mom. Yeah, be his blanket. So you may have to be his blanket before this, if that's,
I see.
yeah. Otherwise,
You want me to go to sleep with you? Should I go night-night with you? Should I go night-night? Should I go night-night? What do we do? No night-nights? What are you doing? Hey, Daniel. Oh, Daniel. Come back over here. Boop. I got you. Gonna go night-night? Should we go night-night? Okay. How about I lay on you and we go night-night? Am I your blanket? You want another blanket? Am I too heavy? Where you going?
and I would, you know, beat him to the punch. Yeah, preempt him, right. And then greet him instead of pulling him back. Greet him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Tickle, tickle, tickle. What? What do you want? Where do you want to go? What? Tell me what you want. Go to Daddy.
Daddy already has the pillow. Daddy already has the pillow. Now what are you gonna do?
Oh no. Now
Okay,
what?
now move him in closer. You know, you create the obstacle for him.
Yeah, thanks for the kiss. What do you think that's gonna get you?
Yeah.
Right now, both of you close in on him, right?
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh boy. You're in the dock now.
Here we go.
What are we gonna
What
do?
are we gonna do?
We're gonna make a sandwich?
Should we make you a sandwich? So we can eat you?
I'll get his feet.
Can we make you a
I got his
sandwich?
feet. I gotta eat his feet. I'm gonna eat his feet. I'm gonna eat your feet.
What do you
Bring in the fence. Both of you form a little fence. You don't have to
Yeah.
hold him
Here we
down.
go.
Right.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
You
go.
wanna get out?
Here we
You wanna
go.
get out of
You
the
gonna
fence?
push?
You gonna push? Push.
What? What do you want to do?
Push.
You want me just to lay here with you? Should I go to be your blanket? No?
Hey.
Say go?
Go away. Say away. You gotta push.
Gotta push.
Oh. Oh, what were you gonna do?
Here we go.
Oh,
What?
let go?
You want to get down?
Yes?
Okay.
Come on.
You can get down. Play hide and seek.
Okay.
How close to me?
So here what you'd really doing is by preempting him, moving in front, right?
Here, you want to jump? Come here, you want to jump? You want to jump? No? You're going to hide? You're going to hide from me?
Okay, now, you know, That's going to be your spot. You go to his spot.
Ready?
So he has
And come on.
You'll be down.
And you want to jump with me?
You gotta
Should we
kneel.
jump? Ready? Oh, you're going to stamp your feet? Can I stamp my feet? Oh. You want the ball?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Get back to
You're
your
going to
knees.
bounce?
to. Here.
I understand. Oh, okay. How about we go? Ready? Ready? Push the ball. Push.
Get that of the ball.
Here. And we go bounce, 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 bounce. Who's going to bounce, bounce, bounce on the
So
ball?
when you're seeing that he needs more sensory input and you want to get him reorganized, you
gonna
can move into this and turn this into right. Turn this into more interaction.
Who's going to bounce? Can I have somebody else to bounce?
Okay, now you want to do a stop-start.
No.
Pooh.
Pooh. Do you,
Who's gonna bounce?
who's going to bounce with you? Look. Can you hold Pooh and bounce? Can you hold Pooh and bounce? Make Pooh bounce. Bounce with you. Bounce, bounce. And Rafiki too. And look at Pooh. Watch. He's going to go bounce, bounce, bounce on the ball. Yes.
You want to bounce? Tell Mommy.
You want to bounce?
No.
You done? Are you done? Done bouncing? Or you want to do more?
Gonna roll? Gonna roll?
Tell me.
More roll.
Whoa! Whoa! Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! Oh no! You're gonna fall! Woo!
Okay, again, try to get him to give you the directions.
Want more? Want to stop or more?
Should we stop?
More? More roll?
Okay.
More roll? Nope. Where are you going?
Okay.
That's what they're-
All done.
You had enough? Is that...
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! I'm just gonna get you! And you know what? And you know what? I'm gonna get the doll! I'm gonna get the doll! The doll's gonna get you! Uh-oh, I'm gonna hug the doll. I like to hug the doll. Where are you going? Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Dan.
Danny.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. You wanna come? How about we come a minute? Can't speak. Come here. One more time. One more time. One more time on the ball. One more time on the ball. One more time. Bounce. Let me see.
Ready? Are you gonna get ready?
Ready? Ready? Steady? Go! Bounce on the ball. Bounce on the ball. Yes. And stop. Should we go again? Again?
Pooh wants to go on the ball. You put Pooh on the ball. Come on. I gotcha. Put Pooh on the ball. Pooh wants to bounce.
Can Pooh bounce? Good
Hey,
job.
Good job. Give me
Good
five.
job.
I give me Pooh instead. Okay. Put Pooh instead.
Okay. Well, I think we're going a fairly long time.
Right.
Yeah, for
And
him.
the main priority is going to be your just interacting him in as much pleasurable way as you can. And using yourself really as the toy and the object. As we can find ways to bridge.
Can I have a hug?
One of the things we see Danny now learning, working with more semi-structured approaches, which he enjoys because he can recognize them visually. This is not quite meaningful, and it may become meaningful as we bridge it to his intent.
Okay.
And then they'll give him more options because he clearly loves these figures that he's watched many times and he recognizes in books. So we may be able to bring them into some more semi-structured activities, to work on things. But mostly, even when you move to a more sensory mode, you want to, again, keep it very interactive. I could see some of the things you've done with the stop, the go, the slow, the fast. And he very much, he's so warm, he so wants to stay connected. He's not really running away. He's just seeking a lot of sensory craving. And it's hard for him, in terms of sequencing more actions because of the motor planning issues. And that you can make yourselves more obstacles. I would preempt. I would get to where he wants. We saw some really nice glimmers when he realized you beat him, to his game or expanded on what he wanted. So we would want to have a combination of a lot of the spontaneous kind of play and then continue some of these semi-structured ways. And the way you did the semi-structured through all that interaction was, more important than actually accomplishing the task. Where he can stop and he thinks, and I would increase more problem solving, so he learns to use his hands a little bit more to get what he wants.
Yeah, we just broke through, like doing the puzzles and doing that was really just, like I think Jeff said to you, a breakthrough, like in the last month. Before that, he couldn't even really, motor planning-wise, do it. He couldn't turn it to like look at it and say, oh, all right, it's got to go that way.
And rotate it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you could see, because Danny recognizes the visual part of it, but the execution and the manipulation of the objects.
You ready to go
and
bye-bye?
it's giving him a lot of pleasure being able to do that.
You ready to go bye-bye? Say bye-bye.
Bye!
Wave.
And you go, mwah,
Wave bye-bye.
mwah.
Say bye.
You wave.
Wave.
Say
To everybody, say bye.
Bye!
Wave.
Come on, wave. You don't wanna? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You want to go?
Say bye, Rafiki. Bye, Rafiki. Give Rafiki a kiss, bye-bye.
Want to go?
I go.
We're
Go to
going
the
to
pool?
go. We're going to go swimming?
Go, Roxy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Bye.
Well, this was a very, very nice example of a child starting, being a little finicky and fussy, and therefore having a harder time relating and interacting because he's so overwhelmed with his own affect. And you could see it with the muscles tensing and the grimacing. And once Mommy and Daddy were able to begin soothing him and regulating, the issue early on was, going from getting him to perform and do things, which he was a good trooper and he was willing to try to do, but it was very hard given how overwhelmed he was by his own internal states. But once it went to a more soothing, relaxing, he touched Mommy's hair, there was a little more physical contact, the voice changed because instead of a performance expectation, there was a let's calm down, let's have fun. Then he relaxed, got more interactive, began doing more complicated things, and we saw him go to back and forth interactions, using a lot of gesturing, beginning to search in Mommy's, Daddy's hands, reach on their head, label the objects, use a little more words. And then it really got beautiful when he began, when you began working with him and he began doing some pretending with the feeding the dolly, feeding himself, and then got some real big, glorious smiles on his face. And then it just continued. It was nice to see this transformation from very self-absorbed, overwhelmed, somewhat repetitive, to relaxed, happy, joyful, relating, basic, nice gestural interactions, adding on the beginning of some symbolic islands. So this was very, very nice to see this transformation.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a wonderful illustration of not looking at a child who can't perform as if he's just refusing to perform and not willing to go along. In fact, it was only when the mother was able to back off and go into that soothing role, and he could use his good connection, because he really did connect, he wanted to be close, he wanted to engage, but it was only after they could, really go along with him and join him, he was able to then start reciprocating at a much higher level.
Yeah, I think he illustrates more than most children the importance of working at all the developmental levels, always starting with regulation and interest in the world. If we don't have that in place, because the child just doesn't want to be here, or woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or just as a child with a lot of sensory needs that it's hard to achieve the regulation, we've got to work at that level first to achieve regulation. That allows shared interest, that allows the engagement, and then that allows the back and forth gesturing, which provides the platform for then these islands of symbolic functioning to emerge, all of which he illustrates. So he illustrates so beautifully the importance of working at all the levels. For a child who automatically is self-regulating and engaging and interacting, you're working at those levels, but you're not thinking about it as much. But for a child who's having more challenges, you want to make that the explicit goal. It's so easy to get caught up in labeling the shapes or labeling the pictures, all of which things he can do, but that's not where the action is. And that gets better. And the paradox is the labeling and the using the words and using higher level symbolic function gets better when we strengthen the early stages. And some children need more support at the early stages, but within a half hour, you see this wonderful transformation. And let's just go through the profile for Danny and see how we would describe him at each level. What would you say in terms of his ability for regulation and interest in the world?
Well, again, I think it was variable because he had so much of this internal craving. He would get overloaded, then he would be underreactive. So I thought that he had nice capacities. We saw a range, you know, in that box, that there were points at which, once he was more engaged and regulated, he could stay very interactive, and that was that foundation we always have to get in place. At other times he dysregulated, but he wasn't a child who was running away. He was a child who wanted to stay close, who used the support, and this is what we saw as parents able to do so nicely. As soon as they could just join him at that state, they could reconnect and then start climbing up again.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think he showed a big range in terms of that early regulatory shared interest level, and what he showed that was really very, very promising is that he could use the environment, use the shift in his parents to being a little more soothing, even on a day that he was tired and wanted to be out at the swimming pool, that he could use that to go from a more dysregulated state where he wasn't able to achieve much shared interest to a state where he got nice and regulated, had a lot of then shared interest with his parents.
And showed really a remarkably long attention span, as it would be typically called, to stay engaged. So this is not a child you'd want to have a lot of little tasks for. You'd really want to stretch, use yourself as part of it, and then, you know, keep going as long as possible to help him get more support for staying regulated for longer periods, because he clearly enjoyed his success when he could do it very nicely.
And as you were saying before, he had a lot of sensory needs, so he craved a lot of sensory input, and touching mommy's hair and mommy and daddy getting a little more physical helped him calm down and regulate. A lot of sensory needs. He can also get overloaded, so I noticed at certain points there's a temptation with a child who's a little dysregulated to do a little bit of the overstimulation sometimes, which only sometimes leads the child to get more overwhelmed. When he could control the sensory contact, when he could touch mommy's hair, when he could be the one to regulate the jumping on the ball, it was much easier for him. I think that's an important principle for children who need a lot of sensory work to stay calm and regulated, or to go from a dysregulated state to a regulated state. As much as possible, try to engineer it so the child is in control of the sensory contact. So they're doing to us rather than us doing to them. And when we did that with him, when he could reach out for the hair, when he could determine the degree of contact, then he could negotiate that narrow line between being overloaded and having his needs for more sensory arousal met. And that's a fine negotiation that the child knows far better than we do. Now, in terms of his engagement, what did you think?
Well, I thought his engagement was actually very strong most of the time. Again, when the sensory needs overwhelmed him, he still didn't really turn away. There were moments we saw him kind of shut out the light and shut out all the visual stimulation and try to reorganize. But it was almost continuously, we could see how nicely the parents could use that engagement, give me a kiss, give me a hug. If you notice, he never refused. He was really very nicely connected that way.
This is a child who's much more engaged, much more trusting, much more intimate than first glance would suggest when he's in a dysregulated state. Because we saw that wonderful transformation, but the transformation wouldn't be possible unless it was there in his heart. And the transformation was from being very, very dysregulated and unhappy camper and not showing a lot of relatedness to big, joyful smiles, to seeking his parents out, to being very cooperative when they would ask him to do things. And even when he was an unhappy camper, some of the times, you could feel that connection. You could feel his desire to please. He was really trying to please. It was just like any child in a mild tantrum, having a hard time. And he likes giving his parents hugs and kisses. So he's a child where the motor planning and the sensory needs sometimes get in the way of showing his intimacy, but there's a lot of deep intimacy there.
I think so, and it's very important to realize how important this relationship-based approach has worked for him, or can work for him, to really strengthen this and deepen this, because this is going to be the built-in reward for this child's efforts. He's going to have to work very hard, to keep learning, and that's a very strong piece for him.
And in terms of his two-way communication, back and forth, purposeful two-way communication.
Well, I thought that was actually pretty good. I mean, again, it would drop at certain points when the sensory took over, but most of the time he responded in terms of what he wanted to do. The important thing here was to listen to what he wanted to do, you know, to really give him a chance to be the director. And then I thought he was able to, within his range of things that he could organize, you know, respond. On the other hand, this is an area that has to be strengthened a great deal. With things that are meaningful to him. I think it's very important to stay with meaningful and purposeful activities in the approach, whether it's in the spontaneous or the semi-structured. One thing we see in a child like Danny, who likes to look at pictures, who has a good visual memory, you know, who is pleased to see something he recognized, that this can be, it should build on the avenue of things that he really likes. And I think he'll be able to do much more problem solving if we could link the things he desires to being able to execute more. What I see getting in the way of both this stage and the next stage is the challenges with motor planning. And for him to execute is really hard. On the other hand, I think he has much more understanding than he can execute. And that'll be the challenge of how to help him really follow through and finish solving the problem. And I would really increase the problem solving so that he can do more basic steps.
Yeah, I think there were nice examples of that when Mommy and Daddy were challenging him to put more steps in, like when he wanted a particular shape, hiding it in their hands, or putting it on their head, or as you were helping them do, putting it under different toys, or
yeah, to try
in
to
different
expand, to
places,
broaden the visual strength, but he didn't have the visual organization yet.
Right, but the more steps that
The
can be
more
in a
steps,
pose,
the more complex, right.
then he's doing 5 or 10 or even 15 circles just to get the letter and put it in the right place, as
Right.
opposed to a one-circle
Exactly.
interaction. And this is a very good illustration of the importance of actually making the task harder rather than simpler.
Right.
I mean, typically when we're
Right.
working with children, often from an educational perspective, we think of just mastering the task. The task is to identify the letter, put it in the right area of the puzzle, or put it in the right opening in the box.
Get the destination.
But that's mastering the particular task. But here the task is really twofold. How many circles of communication we can get. And for Danny, what we saw is he can be very purposeful and intentional, which means he's mastered the basics of level 3. But we want to help him get more into what we call a continuous flow of back and forth affective gesturing, where we can do 50, 60 circles in a row with a lot of rapid back and forth. Now he can do it for short bursts. So he
Right.
can do 5 or 6, even get up to 10 when you get him motivated around something he's really interested in. And once we get to 10, we can go to 20 and 30.
Right.
Once we get him to 30 plus, it's a whole new ballgame. Everything else becomes easier. But to do that means taking something simple that he's interested in
Right.
and giving him so many obstacles that we're getting 10, 15, 20 circles, boom, 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 around that single motivation. So one motivation carries you through to 20, 30 circles.
Right.
And that's the key.
Right.
For all children who are not yet a continuous flow, take the one motivation that's very strong and get that single push
Right.
to help the child open and close 30 circles back and forth. So that's a smooth gestural system. And he can do that when we challenge him, and particularly when we go after his joyful affects and we get something he's really inspired about.
Right, and that's very important because people often look at the goal as doing the task.
Right.
And the real task is going to be in the interactive flow and this
Right.
continuous flow, and having the child work for something he wants and he knows he'll do well at. It's what we put in between that will then help him go on.
Exactly. So we're always dealing with 2 tasks at once. We're dealing with the manifest task, which is putting the letters in the proper
shape.
opening, or the shapes in the proper opening. And then we're dealing with the primary task, which is mastering these what we call functional developmental capacities. And in this case, it's the continuous flow of affect gesturing.
Right.
So the continuous flow of affect gesturing is actually the primary task, but we're using the child's interest in letters.
Right.
And we're getting 2 for 1. We're getting some symbolic work
Right.
as we're working on this more fundamental affect gesturing task.
And it's the opportunity to start creating these conversations that he will hopefully then, really build around other interests on a more verbal level. Because I think this is a child who will be able to have verbal conversations. But if you don't do it in this 2-way approach to start with, it doesn't turn into conversation later.
That's right. It's the investment of the affect in the interaction, the emotion, the motivation, the desires, the intents in the interaction that create the meaning behind the words. So we're strengthening language at this pre-verbal level with this gestural communication. And he can use words at the same time, so we're actually working at the two levels at once. So when we talk about this level 3, the simple intentionality, we want to get to the continuous flow. And at level 4, he can do some basic problem solving. Here too, he can search for things that are hidden, that are out of sight in mommy's hands. He can manipulate the objects in a problem-solving way. But here too, the goal is getting into a continuous flow of many problem-solving interactions in a row. So from 1 or 2 to 5, 6, 7. So we're getting into this continuous flow, not just of gesturing, but of problem-solving gesturing. And this is something he's working on now, and we're going to see improve over the next 3 or 4 months.
Right. Well, what we're trying to do here is take those basic underlying processing abilities and capacities and strengthen each one. And again, we do it simultaneously.
And the key here is taking every bit of motivation, when it's strong motivation, and he wants to put that letter into the right area of the puzzle, to use that one motivation for 10 back and forth communications. And that's where we get obstructive, we get playful, we hide the thing in our hand, we put it in our head, we put it under an object that he has to search for out on the floor. He labels the object, tells us where it wants to go, who should do it, me or you. All these things can take a one-step interaction and make it into a 10 or 15 or even 20-step interaction, and that will help him become a micro-affect gesturer, or get into a continuous flow of back and forth gesturing, which is so critical for him. And that's the same goal he needs at the next level of his problem-solving interactions. He can do simple problem-solving. He can search in your hands. He can look under objects. He can match shapes. He can do a lot of thinking that involves problem-solving. But here, too, he does one and then another. And we have to get into a continuous flow of problem-solving and make the problems more complicated. In the, as you were pointing out, in the visual area, as well as in the vocalization area, as well as in the social and affective areas, all together. So we make the motor planning, the visual spatial, the vocalizations, and the emotional and social components of these problems more complicated and more circles in a row. Which gets us to the level of ideas. What do you think about his use of ideas?
Well, I think Danny, it has a lot of ideas. For him, again, the dilemma is the execution, the sequencing, doing all these steps. What I think is so important about what you just said is that for a child like this, it's the process of learning in this back and forth way of bringing in all the underlying capacities, whether it's visual, spatial, or auditory, or sequencing. The more support he gets that way in terms of a process of learning, I think the more he's going to be able to expand on his ideas. I don't think we should assume this child doesn't have symbolic thinking. I think he does. But in order to use it, we have to be sure we bridge to his intent when he wants it. Now, this is going to take a lot more flexibility. It's going to mean offering him things when he desires it, when it's meaningful to him, when he wants to do something.
For example?
Well, perhaps a little earlier when he really wanted to go swimming. If we had brought the swimming there and shown him, oh, well, we can't go swimming for real, but here we can go swimming with this.
With the pretend swimming pool.
With the pretend swimming pool. Or when he wanted to go to sleep. And we went into that intent. And, he didn't want to be...
pretend to go to sleep. Right.
Exactly. Treat it as if it's real. Treat it as if this is what you want, this is how we can do it. You can go to sleep when you think of going to sleep. That doesn't mean you're really sleeping. And that appealed to him. He saw the novelty of it. And he saw the bottle, and that just opened the door for him. What can I do with this?
Well, that was a beautiful sign that he can do symbolic thinking.
Exactly.
Because he was giving the bottle to the dolly, he was giving the bottle to himself.
And it was nice. He tested that out.
He was joyful. He had a big smile on his face. He knew he was hamming it up and pretending.
Exactly. And he knew. And I think when we see children trying to use a pretend toy for themselves as if it's real, it's a really great sign of the symbolic world really opening for them as they start to experiment. And I think he would start to experiment. I think he liked a little bit the use of the puppet, and that is kind of the next step before you might want to use a figure. But he would, feed an animal. He would understand, what to do in a pretend way. So I think there's going to be more symbolic capacity. In his case, what I liked is the opportunity to try to build on his love of pictures and books, because that's also a symbolic activity for him, and see if we could enrich that, because there he doesn't have as much difficulty with the execution. But again, go back to that nice back and forth, a little problem solving, you know, more talking, which page, and join his intent until he slows down and says, oh, I want to look at this.
Well, I thought your suggestion was just a wonderful one, of taking the pictures in the book and then finding the action figures that match the pictures and working back and forth from the looking at the pictures, which he finds easier, to working with the action figures, which is a little more challenging. And so you could start just matching them, but then, which ordinarily one might stop with, but we wouldn't. Instead of just matching them, then once he's got the match, working with the action figures in an imaginative way. The dolly is eating, or the particular one that matches the book could be playing out a story. But so what we're seeing then is that he's got the early stages, the beginning islands of using representational or symbolic capacities, where he's using ideas and beginning some pretending, and also to label things. And also he's got some nice receptive skills. He really, give me a kiss, he understands, and you know, put the W here and do this and do that. His receptive is actually a lot stronger than his expressive right now. So there's a fair amount of receptive language, plus some expressive language, plus these beginning islands of wonderful imagination and pretending with a lot of joy and a lot of enthusiasm. And he's able to connect his affect, his intent, his meaning, to the use of symbols, which is really nice to see. So he's on the right trajectory to expand that whole system. So he's at the very beginning stages with little islands now, and now we want to see that flower and expand in the ways that, that you were describing. And just in general, when we're working on the gesturing and the continuous flow and more engagement, using lots of language with him and getting him and helping him and challenging him to use his words and using his pretending as part of the back and forth interactions. Now, let's go into his sensory profile a little bit, the things that are contributing to the challenges that he's having.
Well, if we go through them, you know, one by one, clearly auditory processing is a big challenge for him. We're seeing more in the receptive end. The expressive will take a lot more work, but we could see under high affect, under high desire, he was repeating things very nicely. He actually had some spontaneous language when he wanted something a lot, and this is an area that needs to you know, be strengthened a lot, both through lots of speech therapy and some auditory training, perhaps, to open that channel a lot more. I thought his visual spatial processing is a relative strength. Certainly he relies and shows many indications of good visual memory that we saw him use on a variety of tasks, as well as in recognition of things. But here too is an area that we could support, both through the occupational therapy and in the way we play and get things more complex, as you were saying, rather than simpler. He's a child who would respond well to moving into more treasure hunts, into finding things. Again, starting with the parent, where I think we have the basis for the relationship-based learning, and then broadening his ability to organize and search.
Right, I think right now the visual memory is a little stronger than the visual problem solving.
Exactly.
And that's why the search games and the treasure hunt games and the hide and go seek games, we have to conceptualize the whole area and create an internal roadmap and solve problems visually, would benefit from work. It's still a relative strength compared to the auditory and language systems, but not as strong as the pure visual memory. So we can work using that strength and build up that visual spatial problem solving.
Right. And when we move into the motor planning issues, here too, I think it's important to think of the motor planning not just in terms of, you know, sensory motor work or obstacle courses, although I think he would benefit a lot from that. And this is a child who's kind of better on his feet than with his hands, which is quite typical because you have to move in the world with your feet first. But here too, I would expand the motor planning, problem solving in day-to-day life. So that is just part of the real things of getting what he needs, of organizing and sequencing steps when he wants to go to the pool, of opening containers. He'll need a lot of work on motor planning and execution in every form that's possible, and I like seeing that brought into the real life. So here's a child we'd want to step back and say, how much are we doing for him? Where can we get him to do more of the work? Because it has been hard, but by creating small steps. In addition to that, I think a good sensory motor program will be very important for him, where every day he has a chance to practice. And that will integrate, I think, some of the vestibular and proprioceptive needs and the sensory needs. For this child, we just have to be careful walking that line of overwhelming him and also having to, bring him up.
Well, yeah, in terms of the sensory motor and particularly the motor planning component, he's a youngster who shows us that if we can improve the motor planning, it would create a very important foundation for everything else. Because just like the auditory processing and the language is a big challenge, with the visual spatial being a little bit stronger, the motor planning for him is a big, big challenge. That's the second area of enormous challenge for him. And we need to help him strengthen that, because then it'll be possible for him to be a 50-60 circle interactor. And what most people overlook is the best way to strengthen the motor planning is simply getting more gestural circles in a row. When a child is interacting with 20, 30, 40 circles in a row, they're practicing the motor planning, not just their communication skills and their gesturing. And the best way to get motor planning cooking is with high affect. So when we're working on that back and forth circles, we're really working on the motor planning at the same time. And also we need to emphasize the fact that motor planning is the ability to generate the action plan spontaneously. Something that's very structured, put the puzzle piece here, put this puzzle piece there, is motor planning, but it's a little easier for the child. The more challenging situation for the child is where they've got to generate an action plan. Like, how do I get that particular thing out of mommy's hand and into the puzzle? Or where do I walk to find and search for that W that my mommy or daddy has hidden? So when you have to create a spontaneous action plans, and therapists and parents can think to themselves, how many actions in a row can my little child generate to solve a problem? Is he right now a 1 or 2 step action person? Is he a 3 or 4 step? Is he a 5 to 10 step action person? And you can see where the child is, and then we want to extend it. So if a child is a 1 to 2 step action person, we get it to be a 3, and then a 4, and then a 5. And once a child gets to be a 10 plus action step individual, the gesturing and the communication and the overall problem solving become much, much easier. So this is an area where for Danny we'd want to put a lot of emphasis on challenging him to elaborate that system, because he shows through his visual memory he can do more in that area if we challenge him.
And that's why it has to be just part of everything.
Absolutely.
Part of everything all day long. It shouldn't just be thought in terms of the puzzle. That would be part of the more semi-structured component. But all day long, because this is a child who clearly has needs and wants and can communicate and goes to his parents. And this is where we create the opportunities to keep stretching this ability to do these sequences.
Yeah, the motor planning, as well as other processing abilities, gets better in proportion to 2 things we can create. One, strengthening the affect. The stronger the affect, there's this more you want that cookie that's hidden, the more you're going to have a longer sequence of motor planning to try to find the cookie, because you'll have a more persistent internal reminder of what you want. So you're going to search harder, you're going to do a 3 or 4 step sequence rather than just a 1 or 2. So the affect is very important. And related to the affect is your interest in that object, your interest in the task itself and in what you're doing. So rote tasks, repetitive tasks are less useful than strong affect-driven tasks to actually improve the motor planning.
And how to get there. Because the other temptation is to always keep things the same, always put that box of cookies in the same cabinet. Well, that deprives a child of a chance to learn how to look for the box of cookies when he wants it, and where else do you go, and what else do you have to ask for, and how else?
And it doesn't help with motor planning, because remember, motor planning is the ability to create novel action plans to solve problems, as opposed to just something you've learned. Something you've learned you can repeat, but that's not motor planning.
Exactly.
It's the ability to create the action plan,
so
just like the ability to create a new thought.
So we'd want to use that to make sure he doesn't get too rigid, that things aren't always the same.
Absolutely.
That to keep him more flexible, we increase this problem-solving process, and then he'll be able to do it anywhere.
Absolutely.
And he won't have difficulties generalizing it, because it's the way you do things, and that will take him much further in the long run.
And what about his sensory reactivity?
Well, again, I think he's underreactive in many ways, certainly in the auditory area, actually also in the visual spatial. But then he can also be overreactive when he gets too overloaded and when he gets overwhelmed. I'm not sure what his hypersensitivities may be. We didn't have a chance to see that so clearly. But overall, I'd say he's more underreactive than overreactive, except when he gets overwhelmed. And then we see him becoming more sensitive. And he gave us very clear indications when things were too much for him.
Right, right. Yeah, he's very sensitive around the face and around tactile input around the facial area when he's in a energized mode. And I saw him recoil a few times.
With unexpected
touch. Touch. And I think he can get overloaded by a lot of noise and a lot of commotion as well.
Probably.
But he craves a lot of sensory input.
Right.
And we see this in a lot of children. There's a craving for sensory input, a real need for sensory input, but an ease at getting overloaded.
Right.
And so then the regulation is much harder because you're constantly overwhelming yourself with your own sensory needs.
Right.
And parents and therapists want to provide a lot of sensory support to help the child achieve that level they need to be engaged and be interactive and be verbal. But at the same time, then they run the risk of overloading the child. The solution is to let the child control how much, but let the child do to you rather than you do to the child. So if you feel the child needs a lot of sensory input to get going, entice the child to jump on your tummy instead of you just holding the child and jumping the child for the child. And then the child can jump 5 times, and then he figures he's gotten to the threshold he needs, and then he can slow down and play with your hair and do something else. So let the child be more in charge, but create the opportunity and entice the child into using your body and the child's body to provide that sensory support, and then the child will find that nice line between the activity level they need and the sensory support they need without getting overloaded.
Yeah, no, I think it's a critical point, because if we let the child just be passive, then you run the risk of overloading him, and then you have to go back to soothing him, and you don't find that optimal level when he can respond.
And something you were doing with him, letting the child vocalize. So even if the child is very tired and can be a little passive and you're rubbing the child's back, the child can direct you harder, softer, more or less, here or there. And if the child's directing you, even if you're doing it to the child, he's still in charge. He's still, or she's still the director of that drama. So what we see is that the processing profile has a number of challenges: the auditory and language area, the motor planning, the sensory modulation, and with some relative strengths in the visual spatial memory and some work needed in the visual spatial problem solving. And this is contributing to the challenges that we see. But even with these challenges, we're already into the early stages of some symbolic work, but we want to strengthen those pre-symbolic areas, the engagement and the two-way communication and the problem-solving interaction, so that he's a continuous flow, affective gesturer, which will provide a stronger foundation. Now, so this takes us to what would be an optimal, an ideal treatment program for Danny, given his particular functional developmental challenges in terms of the developmental capacities that we talked about. He has both pre-symbolic and early symbolic challenges, and the sensory processing profile we just outlined for him.
Well, I think we can identify the 3 major components, keeping in mind that these are actually overlapping components in that the interactive process goes through all of them. So we'd still want to spend 6 to 8 sessions of just spontaneous work with him, where he's the lead, he initiates, we build on his intent, we follow what he desires, and try to get him to be more purposeful and expand the interactions, get more of the circles. But that would take, an organized program where we made sure we got those sessions in addition to the all day long kinds of interactions.
Right. So what we want to do is have the first component would be what we call formal floor time, in the sense where we follow his lead, build on his interests, build on his affect, and we're working at all the 5 levels that he's capable of, from basic regulation all the ways up to early symbolic capacities with him through that spontaneous interactions, very much like we demonstrated here in working with him. And the key there is following his natural interests, but challenging him, not just doing what he wants to do, but constantly interacting in a way that we're getting a continuous flow of back and forth gestures and exercising early symbolic functioning at the same time. So that's 6 to 8, 20 minutes or more sessions a day of that, which is a lot, but is absolutely essential. And that can be done at home or a combination of school at home. You can have helpers come in and do some of that. But it's important to have at least that much, and sometimes more.
Right. It could be indoors, could be outdoors. Because when you think of it that way, it really isn't that much.
Right.
And it can get done.
It could be during bath time.
Exactly.
It's whenever you're unstructured, following the child's interest and going for that continuous flow back and forth. It can even be in the supermarket, where if you have time and you're not in a hurry, you're playing hide-and-go-seek games around the shelves.
Right. And finding things. Well, that actually leads us to the more semi-structured component.
That's the second component.
The second component. And here I would think of it not just in terms of the tasks and the learning, you know, through puzzles or books or toys, but I'd really like to see this is a child who can learn a lot from experience. So whether it's going to the supermarket, whether it's taking a train ride, you know, whether it's going to the airport, it's a way of helping him also learn a little bit more about the world, and then bringing that back to playing or doing tasks in a more semi-structured way that will help him see the bigger picture in the world around him.
And what distinguishes the semi-structured from the unstructured or formal floor time, in the semi-structured work, we're not following the child's lead as much.
Right. We're providing.
Creating the agenda in a shared way with the child. We're trying to take advantage of the child's natural interest, but we have a game plan in mind. We want to work on, let's say, teaching the child to say the word open. So we're going to get the child's favorite toy and put it outside the door. When he bangs on the door to try to get to it, we'll say, open, open. And then if the child imitates the open, we'll help him open the door. So now he's learning the word open, not sitting at a desk or not just from a picture, but in the actual problem-solving world of real life, opening the door, getting his toy, having the satisfaction. So here, too, affect or desire or intent is connecting to the use of a new symbol or the use of a new gesture like pulling the door open, and the mastery associated with solving the problem of getting to that toy or cookie on the other side of the door. And now the child, by connecting the intent and the meaning and the affect to the solution, automatically generalizes very quickly. So as soon as they, within a few minutes, they'll be saying open to open the door, and they'll then go to somewhere else in the room and say open to open it. They get the idea much more quickly when they have high affect and high mastery and high problem-solving opportunities around the word. So that's different from a more rote learning way, but it's semi-structured in the sense that we're setting the agenda.
Right.
And almost anything you want to teach a child can be taught in this problem-solving way rather than a very, very rote way. And this is the second component, where we have about 5 and sometimes as much as 6 or 7 15, 20-minute problem-solving sessions a day where we create the semi-structured agenda. And often here we have the different therapists, the speech pathologists, the occupational therapists, the educators, parents, and others who might be involved with the child, creating the weekly agenda. What are we going to work on? What new concepts and words? Like, are we work on open, close, spatial concepts like up, down, next to? Are we going to work on quantity concepts, more, less? You know, 3 versus 10. And we can work on all these things. Are we going to work on different shapes? But if we're going to work on shapes, we're not just going to put shapes into a shape sorter. We're going to ask for the triangle when the child wants to go out the door, because that's the ticket to the doorman. So we can work on any of a variety of things in the semi-structured mode. What do you think should be the initial goals with Danny?
Well, I'd like to see this move more into the concepts that are just very important to getting what he wants or to making things happen. So I think if everybody has a shared agenda, okay, these are going to be the concepts, this is the language that we want to encourage him to use. I'd like to work more with a problem-solving conceptual approach to his getting or doing, you know, new things. And I would move much more in the direction of understanding the way things are same or different, or finding how to, do something in order to get what he wants, like the steps, to climb somewhere, to reach for something, to open it up, and then to have it as longer sequences with a language that's attached to the problem.
Give a concrete example.
Oh, let's say he wanted to get something, a favorite book. He likes books.
How would you set that
So I would
up?
have it perhaps up high on a shelf.
You take his favorite book, deliberately put it high on the shelf.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when he wants his book, the first thing would be to identify the problem. Uh-oh, it's so high.
Well, we might tempt him with the book. We might show him on the shelf, say,
Or-
hey, you want your book? Because remember, we're engineering this, okay.
Right, we
All
could
right?
do that,
Yeah.
or with any other
Yeah,
object.
right.
So you would be identifying the problem. It's too high.
Right.
Well, how do we get, where is it? It's up. How are we going to get up? Now, he might raise his hands, but if the parent can't reach it either, what else can we do? How can you get higher? And then, again, look around, and if we'd have a stool or a chair he could climb on. And then, do you want to climb up? Do you want to climb up? And then slowly move him through kind of the problem-solving language, the action language. You have to climb up, you have to reach, and then get it down. Now, that book might have a problem. It's not opened, it's wrapped up. And then he'd have to unwrap it or open it. Well, how are we going to open it? And then go into what he'd like to see in the book. So by having a continuous flow of both the language that relates to the problem, the solution of the problem, the actions that we need, as well as what he would do with it, the purpose or the function, we would try to bring these all together in that meaningful experience, because he wants that book, and that's where we can have all those affective exchanges.
So basically, we might take one problem, like getting the book from up on the shelf, but the book is in a package, etc., as you would describe, and that might take a whole 20-minute problem-solving session, and yet we'll get a lot of gestural interaction, a lot of problem-solving, and a lot of use of new language, all in that one problem-solving interaction.
Right, and because it's meaningful to him, he is very likely to pursue it.
Exactly.
And that's the other thing. You have to sometimes know what your main goal is, because in some cases when we want to go to the next step, you can be a little easier on the step before in order to open the door to the next step, so you don't get stuck just with that.
Right.
And I think that would be important with a child like Danny, just like we would want to bridge. So we had wonderful interactions about opening the bottle, but I would probably make that bottle a little easier to open just so we can get to the pool.
Right.
Okay? But you can't skip over steps. One of the things in the process approach is we can't skip over. We have to help him go through the sequence of what you need to do or get what you like.
So we're really working on language and motor planning and sequencing and problem solving all together as part of the semi-structured problem solving. And what about the children who don't have the capacities that Danny now has, who can't yet imitate? So when you're saying up, they can't repeat the word up, or can't quite imitate. If you take the chair and say, should we take the chair, they can't then go get their chair or help you take the chair, because they're not yet able to imitate or organize even 2 or 3 step motor planning sequences well enough. How do we do the semi-structured problem solving with those children? Do we need to get a little more structured even?
Well, I think you can. Again, my own preference would be to try to bring the problem solving in right away. So maybe they wouldn't, pull the chair from across the room, but let's say the chair is right next to them and tipped over. Would they pick it up to sit down? The cue to the child would be to sit down. Can he fix the chair in order to sit down? Or would he look around and see what's wrong? And his recognizing what's wrong is much more important than actually sitting down. So I would still build in as much as possible the chance to understand what the dilemma is and the language for that in order to get the child to make the next step on their own.
Right. And even if we have to get very structured and use some hand-over-hand help to show the child how to move the chair, or to show the child how to imitate the sound, and using some repetition, which we'll do sometimes. So we can get as structured as we need to get as a backup. So we always start with the child learning dynamically with problem solving, and bring in as much structure as we need. For a child, for example, who can't imitate any sounds, we may do a lot of oral motor exercises based on just imitative drills, just so the child can go op for open, or for up. And these can be very, very repetitive, very structured exercises. But they're only one tiny step then in this larger sequence, because as soon as the child can say op for open, we then do it at the door. As soon as he can say up for up, we do it at the shelf, reaching.
And we should bring in the child's strengths. For example, we know that children respond to music. And we should make our voices more musical. So it doesn't just have to be a ritualized song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, although that's a great way to get into imitation, whether you need hand-to-hand support or not. But also, I think if parents can use more affective cues in the use of their voice, the children will recognize a more musical tone of up, let's go up, much more quickly than up. And we can take what we understand about the processing and bridge to help that expand.
So in this whole semi-structured category, we can be as structured as we need to be, given the child and the child's challenges, or as relatively semi-structured dynamic problem solving as the child can handle. And the quicker we get to the dynamic problem solving side of this continuum in this semi-structured area that we're talking about, the quicker the child generalizes and the quicker the child can understand and truly learn how to master his environment and how to use language and gestures and motor plans and spatial problem solving plans effectively to understand his world.
Well, the important thing is to make sure we get the child to think in doing this. I think you said it earlier. So as you create a semi-structured program, we have to continuously ask, what will the child learn in this process? What does he have to think about? Just as he had to make a choice, or do I open the right hand or left hand? And the semi-structured program should be definitely driven by helping the child think in terms of what to do next, so that the concept is useful to him in...
Absolutely. I think that's the key element, that there's affect and motivation and thinking in everything the child does. Now let's go to the third area, the third level of the home program, and also what we hope would be a school program for a child like Danny, which is a focus on motor, sensory, and spatial activities and play. And in this third category, which we try to do at least 3 or 4 times a day proactively, again for about 20 minutes or more, we want 3 types of physical activities. The first is sensory and motor activities involving a lot of running, jumping, spinning, deep tactile pressure, so it can be a trampoline or a mattress, you know, horsing around kind of games. And in this, the child is getting a lot of their sensory integration needs met. And the child, though, needs to be doing to us rather than us doing to the child, so the child is in control of that sensory support that they need. But here we're working on all the systems, tactile, vestibular, muscle tone, in a very active inner balance, proprioceptive, in an active, interactive way. And sensory integration, occupational therapies approaches have contributed enormously to the way in which this can be part of a child's program. Here the key is, in addition to the often individual work the child will be having with a occupational therapist, we want to have it 3 or 4 times a day as part of the child's daily program. Now, it's not enough to do it even 3 or 4 times a week with specialized equipment. We want to have a little gym in the child's house. It doesn't have to be that specialized, because you can have a mattress on the floor instead of a trampoline. You can have a swing, you know, from the ceiling that doesn't have to be a fancy swing, or it can be a little chair swing. But you can have a lot of things, or you can be the swing, holding the child's hands and swinging around. So the first, yeah, exactly, a blanket. So the first is those kinds of activities that involve the sensory integration type of activities. The second physical activity that's very helpful are looking, doing games, perceptual motor activities, where the child is learning to track. So you might have a favorite cookie or toy on a string, and the child is trying to reach for it and get it. Playing baseball or soccer or basketball or dodgeball. And here, for the child who's not very physical and doesn't like physical activities, the key thing is to get big Nerf balls that are soft and fun, and don't call it a sport, don't call it soccer. Just play a game where he's trying to hit daddy with the big Nerf ball, or you're trying to hit him and he's trying to knock it away. Eventually he'll be walking on a balance beam, and you'll be throwing a Nerf ball at him, and he'll be catching it or batting it away and get points for catching it. But these are looking, doing games, perceptual motor games. And the key thing is making it fun for the child, where there's a lot of giggles. And eventually you can also bring pretend into that. You can be Batman or Superman, you know, throwing or catching these big Nerf balls. And the third is visual.
One thing related to that, though, that I would add is to try to work on games of that kind that can then turn into social activities like chase and stop go, or Red Rover, only if you walk slow, only if you run fast, so that we quickly bridge these to social activities and can bring them into additional play dates and interactions with other children or siblings.
Yes, wonderful. And the third level of that third level is visual spatial problem solving, treasure hunt games, hide and go seek games, where the child is not only using visual memory but solving visual spatial problems. And we want to create these treasure hunts, and they can become more complicated. Initially it's hidden in a box right there, eventually it's in a box upstairs near a red radiator, and the child gets verbal clues to try to find it. So we have those 3 physical activities, flashlight games. So we have these 3 physical activities that complement each other. And so we have the spontaneous, the semi-structured, and the physical activities. That constitutes a very solid home program, and also the elements of an excellent school program. And for a child like Danny, we want to work in all these levels at the same time.